Okay, look, listen, I know I just made like a whole Mr. Tree theory, but I'm gonna make another theory. This theory is about Jevin. Okay, to be honest, compared to Mr. Tree compared to the Mr. Tree theory and the Jevin theory, I feel like one's gonna be at least less dark, considering that, well, it could be the fact. I know this theory may be a bit stupid, but I kind of believe in it. In my opinion, I personally think that Jevin's actually a god. And by that, I mean, like someone like a god like Black and is hiding it. Let me just let me explain. So, Jevin is, just sorry, I have hiccups. Jevin is basically this dark blue guy with a hoodie. Not that bad, right? Yeah, I mean, he's better than compared to someone like Mr. Tree or Mr. Sun. One of them I made a theory about, literally just like 5 minutes ago. Oh, and at least Mr. Tree actually makes sense. So, I know something I could be controversial about this, but I feel like this could be believable. So, if you use Black and put him in the horror mode, use Jevin and he's unaffected? This is weird compared to his son Sky, which... Yeah, let's just raise that down a bit. And, the fact that Jevin... Jesus Christ, these hiccups! The fact that Jevin is just unaffected makes no sense. And it's just, this could be a few reasons. For one, Mr. Black could have spared Jevin since, maybe it could be that Jevin was, like, the only one that, like, actually cared about him and, looked out for him, considering the others find him as a stranger. So, it sounds like, this theory does sound weird. But I personally think that Jevin's actually a god alongside Black. Like, hear me out on this, because I feel like there could be a few reasons on why this could be true. First of all, in his first phase, he sounds like this. This is what Jevin sounds like if he's in phase 2. And this one's probably the most concerning of all, and I had to get a video for this. Jevin as his new sound. I can't even believe I had to do that. At this pace, the worst season 6 episode is gonna have to be some off the wall. So, Jevin's new sound sounds like he could sounds like a thing that, when you can see when, like, Poseidon sings things like choir. That sounds like exactly what Jevin's new sound is. And the fact that Jevin's very first sound sounds really deep. Seriously, look at... I just want to let you know, look at Pinky's. He's one when it... Look, so this is Pinky's sound. So Pinky's God, I swear to God, this stupid hiccup. Pinky's sounds innocent and, pretty fun. But for Jevin's... So, Jevin's sound is kind of weird. So, Jevin is not... So, Jevin's not like, normal pitched or high pitched. He's low pitched for some reason. I feel so this could prove my theory about Jevin being a god. But the thing is, how was he made? I feel like Jevin could have actually, been a god that no one actually knew about. So in order to blend in with the others, he went in the town and the skies and became a blue hooded person that's quite mysterious. Just to hide in with the rest of the characters. And I feel like Jevin get out of my bro. And I feel like Jevin being a god makes a lot of sense. Why would Jevin be unaffected? And why would Jevin be unaffected? And this one is probably the best part of my case. How come Sky, who's way younger than Jevin, had by far the most gruesome death, but Jevin is arguably, aside from Black, probably the oldest Sprunki character. But Jevin's fine. I'm not saying Jevin murdered Sky. Why the hell would he do that? That would definitely be, well, considering Wender's getting removed soon, I'll probably, I don't know, someone like Wax or something. So, yeah. And probably the strangest part is the fact that Jevin doesn't seem to care about Sky's death. He just looks the same as he does in the original, just with the darker shading. Which doesn't make sense, because, Jevin appreciates Sky as a son. And, Sky thinks of Jevin as, like, a father figure. So, the fact that Jevin just doesn't even care about Sky's death is quite strange. I feel like Black could know about this Jevin being the god thing, and I feel like Jevin is arguably, because it could. I feel like this theory could actually be true and proven one day, but for now we don't really know. So in total, I perfectly believe that Jevin's a god, and no one actually knows it, not even his son. The only person that knows it is a black hat man that we still don't know the name of. Seriously, Nyanko, please tell his name. We don't even know his name. But seriously, I personally think that Jevin's actually a god and is hiding it. And that's the Jevin god theory. Alright, the Jevin theory. I personally think, I know some of you might think this theory's stupid. But I feel like this is actually a really good theory. It could explain why Jevin is just completely unaffected. Heck, he's probably the least changed character in Phase 2. And it also explains why he doesn't really care about Sky. And it could also explain why Sky got killed, but Jevin didn't. This can explain quite a lot of lore. And I feel like this theory can actually be good. Well, and also it gets extra points for it being a Jevin theory, arguably by far, like, the best Sprunki character. I feel like the Mr. Tree one could be a bit more believable, but I feel like Jevin's could be, like, more proved. Or it could be it could be the fact that it's just that Black doesn't want to kill Jevin and Jevin actually feels guilt about Sky's death, and then he didn't do anything about it, that he's just, sad on the inside. But I feel like this could be a really good theory. I feel like the Mr. Tree theory could get... I feel like the Mr. Tree theory has a more canon chance to be canon. And, this has a more chance to be canon. But I feel like this one could actually be a bit more believable. Mainly because of, people won't think that Tunna killed a little child and stuffed inside Mr. Tree and it gained sentience. That sounds a bit weird, but I feel like Jevin's could get proved one day, so yeah. I will make more Sprunki theories, okay? I'm just, I'm actually going to probably work on one more, so get ready for that.